Hi everyone. So I'm going to talk about how I generated 701, yeah, 701 percent return on my portfolio in just over 12 months. Um, the first thing is I did not trade. I didn't start with enough capital to actively trade. Um, and I placed, I guess, a couple of large bets on pot stocks. As you can tell, pot stocks have definitely corrected recently. That was a realized profit that I made of 701%. I made another video why or like how I'm losing $20,000 in the stock market right now. Keep in mind that's not realized loss, like I haven't sold yet, and that 20,000 is only a fraction of what I made um, by selling a couple stocks. So I'm going to talk about what I look for and what it takes to get these high returns. First off, I want to say when I made a couple of investments, I did take a couple of small losses before that. So from portfolio perspective, it was just over 700% return. But from the money that I had in Namaste Technologies and Aurora Cannabis, um, that money was less than what I started off with. But it's not where you start; it's where you end up. And the same thing goes with a lot of different things in life. But um, the number one thing I want to say, guys, is you have to be willing to take big risk. You cannot generate these returns from investing in index funds and like really safe investments. And for some people, that's a more feasible way of investing their money, and they want to uh, grow that money slowly, and that's fine. For myself, young, uh, I right now I don't have major commitments really in my life, so I took a huge risk, and I bought Aurora at $1.05, and I bought Namaste Technologies at 20 cents. However, my average I brought up to just under 40 cents. It was like 38 or 39 cents, and I sold that stock for $3.83. And I sold Aurora for just under $8. So there was definitely luck in that for sure. I caught a new industry um, before a lot of the public knew about it. And that's what it comes down to when you look first for big winners like 10 baggers. You want to look for an emerging industry, something that hasn't been done yet, that you see a lot of potential in. Another major thing that I look for is um, how good their balance sheet is. Income statement is important, cash flow is obviously important, but balance sheet. So if the company were to go bankrupt, what kind of assets do they have? Do they have a lot of debt? Um, does their gross profit at least cover their debt? Uh, Things like this are very important when picking stocks, and especially penny stocks. When I say you gotta take big risks, I don't mean just pick a random penny stock, put money into it, and hope for the best. With Namaste, I seen, for example, growing revenue. The company has to make revenue, for me, anyways. But um, please don't put your money into something that does not make revenue. Unless, of course, you see massive potential with, for example, what maybe a pharmaceutical company is doing. A lot of pharma companies don't make revenue. So you got to look at the industry, number one, and the growth potential. That's huge. That's where I personally find value in stocks. Do I see that they have large growth potential? Um, and with Namaste, I think that the name of the company is great too, Namaste. And recently they've taken a big hit. Um, but I'm still confident in my investment with them. Um, and I did envision a large correction with the big LP companies like Canopy, Afria, and Aurora. There's going to be more mergers, acquisitions. This is a topic that, or a sector rather, that I'm going to talk about in another video. This was just to let everyone know certain things that I look for when making an investment. Those are fundamentals. Uh, when it comes to technicals, um, that's definitely a part of my investment strategy. But those are usually for like the swing trades or the shorter term trades. When it comes to an actual investment where you're long on a company and you just want to just kind of maybe forget about it, don't even look at your stocks. That's actually the best way to go about the stock market um, because just with the Dow and everything that's happening right now, there's a lot of fear in the market. And the smart investors are buying that fear. The smart investors stay liquid so they have the opportunity to buy that fear rather than be selling, um, which is a mistake that I made. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the things that I look for when I buy a stock. And those are some of the things. I mean, in regards to technicals, I look at like Fibonacci retracement levels. I look at Bollinger Bands, RSI, MACD, just your basic type indicators. Like to look at all the different time frames on that, as well as I subscribe to a software, SCMR Trend Analysis. I plan to do like a review on that software that I subscribe to on TradingView. It's very helpful. It automatically draws resistance and support levels. So anyways, guys, I hope this was somewhat informative for you, this video, and talk to you soon.